Hello everyone, welcome you all to today's class. Our today's topic is sets, and in fact we are going to study sets part 4. Already we have studied 3 parts, okay, and also the very specifically like the set operations. First part already we have done, and today's portion will be second part of set operations. And as already I have discussed, set, that is one of the, you can say, easy and interesting chapter in class 11th, and also this is the topic which is part of both applied mathematics and standard mathematics of class 11th. Okay, so let's study some portions we have studied, like set operations. We have done union of sets, intersection of sets, difference of sets we have to study, and complement we have to study. So we already have studied union of sets, and we have studied intersection of sets, and also we have included union and intersection properties also. And in case you have not watched my previous 3 videos on this topic, I would request you all to please watch, so that you really can maintain the continuity of the concepts of the topic. Okay, so we will start from difference of sets, then we will move to complement of sets and the properties and so on. So difference of sets. So difference of sets means what? Let A and B. Let A and B be two sets. The difference of A and B. The difference of A and B denoted by A minus B. We write like this. Okay, A difference B is a set whose elements are in A but not in B. So A difference B is basically what? A difference B is a set whose elements are in A but not in B. Means elements A में होंगे, B में नहीं होंगे, right? So the elements which are in A but not in B. So A में होंगे, B में नहीं होंगे. So it means we write like this: A difference B is a set whose elements are X such that X belongs to A and X doesn't belong to B. So X A में होगा, B में नहीं होगा. Okay, so this is basically difference of two sets. Now let me take the Venn diagram here. If I take the Venn diagram like this, so it is set A and here set B. So A difference B, as I told you, A में होगा, B में नहीं होगा. Means the elements which are in A but not in B. Okay, so this is the portion. So we can say this is your A difference B. Similarly, if I take B difference A, so if I take this portion, this will be your B difference A. Now if you can observe the Venn diagram, so A difference B A में होगा, B में नहीं होगा. B difference A is B में होगा, A में नहीं होगा, right? So here B difference A means the elements which are in B but not in A. Now you can very clearly you can just now tell me, whenever we write A difference B intersection B difference A, so are you getting any common element? See, this portion is A difference B, this portion is B difference A. So are you able to see any portion which is overlapping? Yeah, the elements which are common to both A difference B and B difference A? No. So it means A difference B intersection B difference A is empty. 5. Okay, so it means A difference B, B difference A. That I mean the two sets are disjoint sets. Okay. Similarly, whenever I take A difference B, union B difference A, if I take union of the two sets, so we get another set. We call it symmetric difference A delta B. We read it as, so this is basically symmetric difference of A and B. So A difference B, B difference A. Okay, both sets are disjoint sets. I mean they do not have any element in common. But if we take A difference B and B difference A का union अगर हम ले, so we are getting another set that is called symmetric difference of two sets. So basically symmetric difference of two sets means what? Symmetric difference of two sets means it is union of A difference B and B difference A. So here I have taken two sets. Set A contains elements 1, 2, 4, 5. Set B contains 2, 5, 8, 9. Find A symmetric difference B. The purpose of taking this example is basically whenever you will find A difference B, it means you are finding A difference B, B difference A, then you are coming to A symmetric difference B, right? So you have to find A symmetric difference B. So before that we will see what is A difference B. So A difference B means the elements which are in A but not in B. So देखिए 1 A में है B में नहीं है. We can take 1, 2. It is in A, in B, so we will not take. 4 A में है B में नहीं है, so 4 लेना ही है यहाँ पे. 5 we have. So it means A difference B is 1, 4. I mean set containing 1, 4. B difference A. Now B में होगा A में नहीं होगा. So 2 B में है A में भी है, सब नहीं लेंगे. 5 B में है A में है, नहीं लेंगे. 8 it is in B but not in A, so we have to take 8. 9 in B but not in A, so 8, 9. Okay, so now A symmetric difference B is A difference B union B difference A. So you know how to take union of two sets. So that is equal to what? 1, 4, 8, 9. Okay, so this is the way we have to find A difference B union B difference A. And in case you have to find, you can just clearly see A difference B, B difference A. Whichever example you take, whether you take Venn diagram, you will not find any common portion. Okay. So next one is complement of a set. So complement of a set is for a set A, complement of A denoted by this. We write A like this dash, A, or we write A C. So you can use one of the two symbols denoted by this or this is a set whose elements are not in A. So A complement means not A. Okay, तो A में नहीं होंगे, तो फिर वो कहाँ पे होंगे? So as you know, every set is subset of universal set. So in case I take set A here and this is set U, universal set, A complement means A में नहीं होगा. Okay, so if a child is not in the class, okay, so it means he may be at home, he may be anywhere in the school, he may be in the market. So basically he is in the universe, right? So basically not A means A में नहीं होगा तो कहीं पे हो except A, right? So we take it as it is basically A complement is U difference A. Okay, it will be in the universal set because universal set contains every set. Okay, so A complement is basically this, and in Venn diagram you can write like this. So we write in set language A complement is X such that X doesn't belong to A. Okay, so this is complement of a set. So there are some properties involved in complement of sets, laws. So properties, or you can say properties of complement of a set. Complement of a set. Here you can say laws involving complement of sets. Okay, first one is, if you see A complement of complement, that is equal to A itself. So A में नहीं है, then complement. So here you see, if I write here, this is your A complement. So complement of this will be, यहाँ पे नहीं होगा तो यहाँ पे होगा, right? We can't go outside universal set. So if it is not here, then it is here. So complement of A complement equal to A itself. Second property you can say phi complement is universal set, and universal set का complement will be phi. The universal set में नहीं है, वो कहीं पे नहीं है, means you don't have any set. Okay, so U complement is phi complement is U. Phi में वैसे भी कुछ नहीं होता. Okay, and also two very important rules are there. One is, I can just now name it De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law. So De Morgan's law, it has two parts. First part is A union B complement is A complement intersection B complement. Then A intersection B complement is A complement union B complement. Okay, so De Morgan's law is one of the important properties of complement of union and intersection of sets, and also in mathematics it has major role to play. So we will prove this De Morgan's law, both the parts. So if the question is state De Morgan's law, so it means you have to write both the parts, and to prove you may use Venn diagram, you may use normal algebraic method. Okay, so let me just now tell you how to prove it. So De Morgan's law is A union B complement of this equal to A complement intersection B complement, and second part is complement of A intersection B, that is equal to A complement union B complement. So if you just want to verify this, you can take Venn diagram, you can verify this also. And if you want to prove this, if I write here, let X belongs to A union B complement of this, if and only if X doesn't belong to A union B, if and only if X doesn't belong to, whenever we say X doesn't belong to A union B, it means X A में नहीं और B में नहीं, right? We say like this, A union B means either in A or in B. So whenever it is not in A union B, so we say it is neither in A nor in B. Okay, so neither in A nor in B means ये A में भी नहीं है, B में भी नहीं है, इसका मतलब A and B दोनों में नहीं है. To take in this way, So we can write here X doesn't belong to A and X doesn't belong to B. Did you understand this? Whenever we say X doesn't belong to A union B, it means X is neither in A nor in B. So it means X A में भी नहीं, B में भी नहीं है. So whenever you connect the statement, so ये A B दोनों में ही नहीं है. Okay. So in set language we can say X doesn't belong to A and X doesn't belong to B. If and only if. Now whenever we say X doesn't belong to A, means X belongs to A complement, and whenever you say X doesn't belong to B, it means X belongs to B complement. So if and only if, so X A complement में है and X B complement में है. So X belongs to A complement intersection B complement. So I have taken here biconditional statement. So one side you can prove like this. So X belongs to complement of A union B if and only if X belongs to A complement intersection B complement. Or you can write A union B complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. So similarly second part you can prove. Okay. So whenever it is De Morgan's law, you have to see both the parts. Complement of A union B is A complement intersection B complement, and complement of A intersection B is A complement union B complement. Okay. So now we will take some questions. So let's take some practice questions. Okay, so maybe we can take some simple applications today, and next class we will take practical applications like word problems. Okay, so you are given A, B, C. These are the sets given to us. Find A intersection B, B intersection C, B difference C, C difference A. So A intersection B means, so you see A and B. So intersection, as you know, the common elements. So we have 1, 2, we don't have 3, 4 common elements. So you can take 3, 4. Similarly, B intersection C, B 3, 4, 5, C 4, 5, 7, 8. So 4, 5. Okay. Now B difference C. So B difference C means B में होगा, C में नहीं होगा. Elements which are in B but not in C. So you see B, C. Okay. So B में होगा, C में नहीं होगा. 3 B में है, C में नहीं है. We will take 3. 4 we have in both. 5 in B and also in C we will not take. So this is your B difference C. C difference A. C difference A. It is your part 4. So C difference A. Now C में होगा, A में नहीं होगा. 4 we have, so we can't take 4. 5 we have here, we don't have here. 5, 7 यहाँ पे नहीं है. 8 यहाँ पे नहीं है. So 5, 7, 8. Okay, so basically this is the simple, how to basically take the elements of B difference C, C difference A like this. And second question is, we are given A elements here 1, 3, 5, 9, B 3, 7, 8, C 2, 3, 4, 8. Verify that A difference B union C equal to A difference B intersection A difference C. So we are having A, B, C. So B union C. Let's find first. Question number 2, first part. So B union C. So elements which are in B or in C. So B union C 3, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 8. So 8 ones, 3 ones. So 2 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. This is your B union C. Now A difference B union C. A difference B union C equal to what? A में होगा, B union C में नहीं होगा. A 1, 3, 5, 9. B union C is this. So 1 in A but not in B union C. So 1 can be taken. 3 we have in both, so नहीं लेंगे. 5 A में है, B union C में नहीं है. So we can consider 5. 9 A में है, वहाँ पे नहीं है. So it is okay. This is LHS first. So now A difference B intersection A difference C. So whenever you take A difference B, so A में होगा, B में नहीं होगा. So 1, 3 यहाँ पे दोनों में है, नहीं लेंगे. 5 we don't have here. So 5 we have to take. 9 we have to take. Okay, A difference B and A difference C. A में होगा, C में नहीं होगा. 1 we have to take 1. A में है, C में नहीं है. 3 है, 5 A में है, C में नहीं है. 9 A में है, C में नहीं है. Okay, so now you take A difference B intersection A difference C. So here you see 159, here 159. So the intersection contains 159. Okay, so it means it is verified. Okay, so here 1, here 2. So you can write here from 1 and 2. Okay, A difference B union C equal to A difference B intersection A difference C. Verified. Okay, so done. Second part of the question almost similar. So you can take B intersection C. B intersection C is what? BC. So you have 3 and 8. Okay, so then next A difference B intersection C. Okay, A में होगा, B intersection C में नहीं होगा. So 1 नहीं है, लेंगे. 3 नहीं लेंगे. 5 we have to take. Okay, 9 also we have to take. Right? Yeah, A difference B intersection this. So 1 we have to take. Then 5 we have to take, 9 we have to take. Okay, so this is your first part of the second question, I mean LHS. Now A difference B. What is A difference B? We have just found out, no? 159. Now A difference C. A difference C is what? 159. Now the union is what? A difference B union A difference C. That is also 159. Okay, so from 1 and 2 you are having LHS equal to RHS, right? So you can write here LHS equal to RHS, hence verified. The result is verified. So whenever you are given the question like this, you are given certain elements, verify this is equal to this. So obviously you have to just display all the elements and you have to see, I mean this is equal to this, it is verified. Okay, so it means we have calculated LHS, we have shown elements in LHS and in RHS, then we could see LHS equal to RHS. Okay, so if the question is prove this is equal to this, for that purpose we have to take in general. So we can take this particular example if we have to prove something. Suppose for example, if the question is prove that A difference B union C equal to A difference B intersection A difference C. So we have to prove in general. but because the question is we are given A, B, C, verify that this is equal to this. So in that case वेरिफिकेशन केस में हम ऐसे ले सकते हैं, ठीक है. दैट प्रूफ वाला मैं क्वेश्चंस कराऊंगी. सो लास्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. यू आर गिवन u इक्वल टू 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 मीन्स वी आर गिवन यूनिवर्सल सेट. a इक्वल टू 1 2 3 4, b 3 4 6 and c 5 6 7 8. okay, verify that first part is A union B intersection C equals to A union B intersection A union C, and second and third parts are basically De Morgan's law. Okay, so coming to first part, first you take B intersection C. I am not writing ABC again, so you can see from here B intersection C 3 4 6 5 6 7 8. So in intersection I think you are getting only 6. okay, now A union B intersection C. now A is 1 2 3 4, here it is 6, so you are getting 1 2 3 4 6. it is your LHS. okay, next you see A union B. so A union B 1 2 3 4 3 4 6. so A union B will be 1 2 3 4 6 1 2 3 4 6, and you need A union C. A union C equal to what? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. and if you take A union B intersection A union C, you are getting what? Common elements of these two sets. 1 2 3 4 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. so you are getting 1 2 3 4 6. it is your second part, I mean RHS. so from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2 you have A union B intersection C equals to A union B intersection A union C. this is now verified. okay, clear. now this one, second part, A union B complement. so A union B already we have found. so second part, A union B complement is what? A complement means जो A में नहीं होगा, means U difference A. so U में होगा, A में नहीं होगा. so A union B is 1 2 3 4 6. U 1 2 3 4 6 नहीं लेंगे तो you are getting 5 7 8. that is your A union B का complement. now A complement जो A में नहीं होगा, 1 2 3 4 A में है, so 1 2 3 4 नहीं लेंगे. 5 6 7 8. B complement is what? जो B में नहीं होगा, so 3 4 6 नहीं लेंगे. 3 4 6 को छोड़ के 1 2 then 5 7 8. okay, A complement intersection B complement. you need this now, A complement intersection B complement. so 5 6 7 8 1 2 5 7 8 means 5 you are getting, 7 you are getting, 8 you are getting. so this is your second part, I mean RHS. so first part you have got, this is first part, A union B complement set containing 5 7 8. now this one is also 5 7 8. it means A union B complement equal to A complement intersection B complement. Verified. Similarly, third part you can try and you can verify this. Okay, so thank you so much. So in today's class, so we have studied difference of sets, complement of a set, then De Morgan's law, some of the other properties of complement of sets, and also we have taken some of the simple questions, so that know how to find a difference B, yeah, B difference A, yeah, I mean De Morgan's law verification. So some of the simple questions we have tried today. Okay, so next class we will be taking some practical problems. So like we have already studied, number of elements in A union B equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. Okay, so application of that, I mean concept we will be doing. So we will extend that to up to 3 sets. Okay, so till that time, so please go through the topics we have studied, and please go through the first 3 videos, so that you will be getting all the set operations and all the relevant concepts. Okay, because I always try to emphasize on concepts. Okay, because I believe if the concepts are clear, I mean mathematics, almost most of the job is done. Okay, so having the conceptual clarity will really make somebody enjoying the subject. Okay, so now again I request you to go through my previous 3 videos along with this one. So you can cover all the concepts. So next time we will be meeting some more questions. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.